Alright guys, this is John. We're going to talk about his build we got going on here. We've got it all on the bench. We're going to get going with this weekend. We'll try to record as much as possible. What we're doing here is we're doing a hybrid build with his car, 2002 WRX. We're doing a 2.5 bottom end with the 2-liter heads. Should produce probably around 350 horse by the time we're done. We got a turbo upgrade, nothing real fancy, just a eBay special. It'll probably blow up on us in, I don't know, maybe a year, hopefully 2. It's under warranty, so we'll get 2 years out of that turbo. We'll do what we got to do. So, head build, we got updated valves. We did the best of the best with what we had to work with. Local machine shop helped us out. I do a lot of work for them. They hooked me up very well, and had to, if you know about Subarus, you know they crack. You know they're full of cracks. So they had to pop out all the seats. They had to re-weld everything, redo it all. We went with an upgraded exhaust valve, oversized by Thal, and then of course they did the rest of the machine work for us, and should hopefully turn out very well. We have all new seals, all new gaskets, all new idlers, new belt. We don't have that laid out, but we have a lot of stuff laid out. We wanted to kind of show it all off. Air crank. We did on the bottom end. Now we did a recondition. The bottom end I purchased, I found a good bottom end out of a 2011, what was it, Legacy GT. Was supposedly only had about 60,000 miles on it. I somewhat trust that just because of what I've seen while tearing it down and looking it over and kind of specking it out. So I just did a recondition on the bottom end. Probably will regret that in the future, but it is what it is. We're going to go through the oil pump, make sure it's all good. If not, we'll go ahead and just purchase a new oil pump. We went ahead and reconditioned the rods. So this fella here, he's got a pretty kick-ass grandpa. His grandpa has a full machine shop in his garage. His garage is a lot bigger than ours, of course. We only have a little small garage, like we showed earlier in our introduction. But it's what we got to work with. So, like I say, his grandpa's a pretty cool dude. We went over there and we ran the stuff through the machine shop. We cleaned everything up. Crank is nice and solid, spec'd out, good to go. Our pistons are good to go. We marked that. As you can see, when you do a build, you want to, if you're going to do a recondition, you want to mark everything. Okay. So as you can see, we've marked. Let me see if I can get that turned here. This one you can't really hardly tell, but with the glare of the light there. Went ahead and marked. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then of course on the rods we went ahead and stamped them. Most Japanese engines are actually stamped and marked, but these particular rods weren't. So I went ahead and stamped them just to be for safe and make sure we get everything back together in the right cylinder and right order. So we went ahead, we did a power hone on the cylinders. You may not be able to see it very well, but we got a really nice, good, clean crosshatch in these cylinders. The block turned out really good. We decked the block. It's just something you want to do on every Subaru you build. It's if you know a Subaru, you know they warp, you know they crack, you know they do everything. So we did everything we could to make sure that we didn't have a problem in the near future. Yeah, we may have a problem with a little bit of oil consumption just because we didn't bore it, but we did what we needed to do to get by. Of course, he's 15 years old. This is his first car. He was really excited to buy it. We picked up kind of a lemon, blown engine, and but he was pretty excited about it. We decided along the way, I thought we'll just go ahead and pull that little 2-liter out and we'll go through it and we'll fix it up for him. It had bent valves, loss of timing belt, the typical with the Subaru if you don't take care of them. The dude that owned it previously thought he was a rally driver, rallied the car. He took it over a curb. He biffed the shit out of it. So far we've bought a lot of extra parts for the car. We'll show you the car tomorrow during the day. We don't quite have. We ran out of daylight today, so again, he's pretty excited about it. That's his car that he wanted to start with. He's actually got a lot of options going up. Lucky for him, having a father as a mechanic, I've got a lot of crap going on. A lot of stuff he'll be able to drive, and a lot of stuff he'll be able to have fun with. But this will be his own personal deal. Another thing I do with my kids, I went ahead and I purchased their first car, but not a single one of them was ever running. So the deal is I purchase it and we fix it up together and get them running, whether it was a big fix up like this or just a little small fix up. They all worked on their car and they all enjoyed them and they all took very good care of them. It was just something that I did. So this one was probably the most extreme with her kids. Of course, he is my only boy. I have 4 girls and 1 boy, so that's lucky him on that, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about it? You want to say anything about it?
I don't know. I pretty much covered everything. Came with a couple extra doodads in the trunk. Got a Cobb sway bar.
He's done a lot of extra work on it himself, so tell us about the work you've done on the car so far.
The trunk was all beat up. It looks like it's been redone before. I redid the wood in it and did a gloss on it. I've redone all the interior, found new ones off of part outs.
How many cars have you been to that we've pulled parts off of? Or
Too many to count.
too many to count. So what he's doing is he's making a pretty damn kick-ass car. He's made a solid interior. So with the trunk, you said you did a gloss, and what it was he took and cleaned up the whole trunk, and then he did a rust coat and then painted it. So that's kind of what he means by that.
Yeah.
With the car, what's your plans with the car? What else you got for the car to go on? How much stuff do you got to put on it?
Got a hefty amount. I got a nice set of Motegi wheels. Picked up for $300. Got a set of tires sitting over here. Got them off of Amazon for about $280. Hopefully they work out good.
The other one's in the trunk. You can only see 3 there.
Yeah. I don't really remember everything else.
He's got some coilovers to throw on. We have done a lot of used parts. You know, the used coilovers, they're a good quality coilover, Raceland, at least a decent quality. He picked up, luckily for him, he's got a father that likes to wheel and deal. We got coilovers. What'd you spend on the coilovers? Like
It's like
150?
Seems right.
150. They look quite decent. The only thing that we'd noticed on them was the boots were starting to crack out on the coilovers, so which really isn't a big deal, especially for a 15-year-old in his starter car. What's on the car now is just lowering springs, which so he bought the coilovers for $150. His sister's actually got a '02 wagon, and she's gonna buy the struts with the lowering springs on them for $50 from him. So he's only into the coilovers, $100. So he's doing pretty good.
Yeah. Got a couple of parts on Christmas. Got a Speccy tuning grill. It doesn't fit very well just because the previous owner, the radiator support tie bar, it's all jacked up, top one. So trying to find a nice quality one off of Amazon or something just to be able to make sure everything lines up. Picked up a hood that had it was like rhino lined. Not sure where you picked that up. I'm not sure where you found that, but
Yeah, I found that out of the local guy just doing a part out.
it's got the bigger hood.
It's got the big scoop on it, oversized scoop. We'll show you that in the video tomorrow when we do a video of his car.
Yeah, it's got some rally armor mud flaps. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's
all you can think of
pretty
for
much-
now.
I can think of, yeah.
So we're pretty excited about this build. We think it's going to go pretty well. He should have a lot of fun with the car over the years. It'll be a good first car that he can have a lot of fun with. And again, we're starting out this YouTube stuff and hoping it'll go in a cool direction. We hope you guys enjoy what we're doing. If you really enjoy it, then go ahead and hit like and subscribe to us.